morning, Greater Latrobe. From the WCAT-TV studio, I'm Maria Angelicchio, alongside Brianna Vesley.
Coming up in today's show, the AP exam registration window closes today. Sports reporter Brody Ruman sits down with Den leader Dom Carini, and Jacob Urbanek talks to Mr. Simpson about his experience serving our country. All this and more on your WCAT-TV news.
Attention any student currently enrolled in an AP course. If you wish to take an AP exam in May, the registration form and payment is due to Mrs. Salembo and guidance by the end of the day today. Reach out to Mrs. Salembo with any questions.
Now through Wednesday, November 15th, Student Council is asking each homeroom to donate non-perishable food items for the Thanksgiving Basket Service Project. Each teacher has received a list of supplies needed to supply a Greater Latrobe family in need with a Thanksgiving meal. Please take this opportunity to help those around you. For less than $2, you can help give a local family a special meal. Food items will be collected until Wednesday, November 15th. The baskets will be assembled that afternoon, so please turn in your items by Wednesday. Thank you for your generosity. Each year, nearly 40 families have been able to receive food baskets for Thanksgiving and Christmas through this project.
Let's get a check on the weather. We go to Sofia Bolova for your 3-day forecast.
Good morning, Wildcats. Today we're looking at a high of 64 with a low of 44 along with rain. Tomorrow, temperatures will range from a high of 50 to a low of 38 with cloudy skies. Saturday, expect a high of 49 and a low of 33 with partly sunny skies. That's the 3-day forecast. Thanks, and back to you.
Thanks, Sophia. Wondering what's on the menu today? Here is JJ Amorose with What's Cookin'.
What's cooking, Latrobe? Today is Thursday, November 9th, and the daily special is gooey mozzarella cheese sticks with creamy tomato soup and oyster crackers. The soup of the day is hearty potato. That's what's cooking. Thanks, and back to you.
We observe Veterans Day tomorrow. Reporter Jacob Urbanek spoke to Mr. Simpson about his experience serving our country.
Within our high school, we have several staff members who have dedicated service to our country. Mr. Simpson, Mr. Armstrong, Officer Zalik, Officer Brackney, Officer Dare, Officer Campbell, Officer Spallone, Officer O'Neill, and Mr. Lindsay all served in the armed forces. They know firsthand that joining the United States military can be a challenging experience.
Lots of challenges. The biggest one probably is being called up and sent to Iraq. I spent a year from August. I left in August of 2004 to July of 2005. We had been in training for about 3 months in advance of that at Fort Drum, New York. I think as a reservist too, you typically just work 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks in the summer for your reserve training, and you do your regular job.
There are career options within the United States military, but there are things that you need to know first before you join.
I think on a practical note, you need to be aware that it's a crazy world. When I signed up, I wasn't thinking it would never happen as far as a deployment, but the United States Reserves, both the National Guard and the Army Reserves and the other reserve forces hadn't been called up since the Vietnam conflict.
In joining the United States military, there are a variety of career pathways to choose.
There's a lot of different options. You can jump right in and enlist right into the active duty forces. I chose to enlist into the reserves. I had already had a job. I had a baby at home. Was married already. I didn't go in until a little bit later in life.
While serving in the United States military, you could gain many positive skills that can help you be a better person in life.
Doing something bigger than yourself and being part of something, I really kind of took the civic commitment to that pretty seriously. The idea that I was going to be helping out my country and helping out my fellow citizens. You get some practical skills also, whether it be the job skill that you train for or just working with people who are different from you.
We are grateful for the military service of others and honor them this Veterans Day. If you have any questions about pursuing a career in the military, you can always ask one of our own veterans for their advice. Reporting from WCAT-TV studio, I'm Jacob Urbanek.
We go to Savannah Repack for an update on our Wildcat sports teams.
Good morning, Wildcats. For today's sports, the Ice Cats take on Bishop McCourt at home at 9:15. Then, on Friday night, the football team faces Aliquippa for their second round of playoffs. Hopefully, there's a strong turnout in the Den. Reporter Brody Ruman had a chance to talk to Den leader Dom Carini about how the group is working to increase school spirit.
Hey Wildcat fans, I'm here with Dom Carini with The Den, here to ask him a few questions. How do you keep the student section alive in a tight game?
I don't really have to keep them alive. We got that Wildcat pride up in the student section, so everyone just kind of keeps it alive anyways. Roll Cat.
What are your favorite chants to do during a game?
Probably who's going to carry the boats, never back down, never what.
What's your favorite themes to do for this year?
Probably either whiteout, blackout, or beach.
What can students do to make the Den better?
To make it better, I think it's already at its peak. Greatest of all time. Student section of 2023-2024.
What are you going to do for this upcoming basketball season to make it even better?
Probably just good themes, and it'll get kids really interested.
Well, reporting for WCAT-TV, I'm Brody Ruman.
Roll Cat.
Thanks, Brody. A sports mental health group will be held on Wednesday, November 15th during GL Time Block B. The Journey of Health Physiology research shows that stress experienced by high school athletes has steadily increased in the past 10 to 15 years. This group will focus on promoting health coping skills to combat this stress. The Sports Mental Health Group will be led by Senior Cody Weaver and will be held in room C208. You can register to participate in this group by emailing Cody Weaver at 24weavecody@glsd.us or Mrs. Yetter at jessica.yetter@glsd.us. You can also register through FlexTime Manager at Sports Mental Health. We look forward to seeing you there. That's all for local sports. Now here's Michael Vito with the national sports.
Thanks, Savannah. Good morning, Wildcats. Tonight, the 1-7 Carolina Panthers head to the Windy City to battle the 2-7 Chicago Bears. After, the Pens take on the LA Kings at 10 p.m. On Saturday, Penn State takes on Michigan at noon, Pitt takes on Syracuse at Yankee Stadium at 3:30, and the Pens are back in action against the Buffalo Sabres. Finally, on Sunday, the Steelers welcome the Packers for a 1 o'clock game. That's all for national sports. Thanks, and back to you.
Thanks for tuning in to this edition of WCAT-TV News. Have a great day, Latrobe.
Go Wildcats!